Hello, today I'd like to show you how to change the flat L gaskets on the glass cylinders on the Q series coaters. Here we have a 300 millimeter chamber for a Q300 series. Here we have a Q150 series glass cylinder with L gaskets. The procedure is exactly the same on both, so for ease of operation I will use my own laboratory bell test chamber and return the customer's 300 millimeters chamber to their system. Because I do not really want to damage customers' property. These are a bit cumbersome and tricky to replace. You need a 2.5 millimeter Allen key or Allen key screwdriver. And the first thing you do is unscrew one side of the Allen key and remove this hex bolt from this side. Try to leave one side intact. It makes things a little easier. Then you need to pry off the implosion guard, which covers the glass cylinder. This is to protect you in case something bumps into the glass cylinder that's hard in the chamber. When it's under vacuum, this will implode because of the pressure differential, and will all be contained in this Lexan cover. Once the implosion guard is removed, you'll note that the L gaskets have two little knobs facing outward. You take your new O-rings, inspect them, and clean them with a little isopropyl alcohol. Never ever use acetone. Clean the surface of the glass cylinder and inspect it. Make sure that there's no chips, dust or dirt on it. Clean it with some isopropyl alcohol, and then you put the L gasket back on top, and it's important that you keep these lined up. Then the implosion guard gets put back over top, and this is where the tricky part ensues. You need to insert these little L tabs. You want the side of the L tab with the hole coming out, and you need to insert them horizontally, then turn them vertically. Then the other side. Yes, this is the challenging part, is keeping this all together while you put it together. Believe me, folks, there's a real simplified method to do this. You just sort of have to play with it. And after a minute or so, you have them back in place. And then the first step is to make sure that the aluminum bracket is lined up. Put the hex head screw through the bottom or the top, doesn't matter, whichever you want to start with. And then get a few turns started. Then you repeat with the top. Make sure that the O-rings and the L gaskets all line up on the opposite side. Everything fits in there nicely. Before you tighten things down, now this will allow you to tighten these hex screws down till they're snug. On the 300 size bell jar, these may not snug up all the way. Just make sure that they're in place and they're snug. They're not necessarily tightened down to the end of the travel of the screw. And that's how you do it. It's not difficult technically. It's just a little cumbersome to do that, but unless you damage the O-ring surfaces or they're more than 3 years old, that's when you should replace them. So you're not doing this terribly often. So that concludes this video on how to change the L gaskets on the bell jar.